Hey guys, we are trying to recreate this effect, this entire booming speaker type effect. It was something I randomly came up with. Now this is the background video. Say we take a screenshot, then we create a new FSpy project, then drop that screenshot inside of it. Now I think we have a straight line, so z-axis is here, and let's call this y-axis. Yeah, so y and z. So put the z-axis somewhere here, and this one say somewhere here, and then put the y-axis here and around. Why is this not working? Which of the lines are not straight? I think this is aligned. This is aligned. This one. Okay, yeah, it's good now. Let's save this as VFX Day 5. Save. Now I have a Blender file already open here, and I just put this speaker model in here. Now go to File, Import FSpy, and FSpy Day 5. If you have any questions, you can just ask in the comments. I'll get to them as soon as I can. Yeah. Now let's add Shift A, a plane, scale that up. I do this every single time just to get an idea of how everything looks like. Good. I think it's on the line. Okay, cool. Now that we have our speaker looking nice on the road, let's do the animation effect. So go into edit mode and use L to select. So L and P to separate. Do the same thing here for each of these speakers. L separate, L, P separate. Good. Now we have 4 different items. Nice. Now what I did, which was a very crude way of working, is to duplicate this guy. Shift D, and then scale it. Okay. Before we do that, let's make sure the 4 of them have the right origin. So click the 4 of them, objects, origins, geometry. Yeah. So the origin is in the center. Now duplicate and scale down somewhere here. Then duplicate again and scale down somewhere here. Yeah, this is a very crude way of getting this done. Yeah. So let's animate it. So we need to move on the y-axis here. So on frame 1 for the big guy, let's hit insert single keyframe. Then at frame 30, let's bring it forward a bit. Insert single keyframe. And at frame 60, let's copy this and drop it there. Let's copy this too and drop it here too. At 90, yeah, so it has like a cycle. Cool. Let's do the same thing for this guy at frame 1. Single keyframe at frame 30. Let's bring this out here, farther. Insert single keyframe. Copy this, paste it at frame 60. Copy this last 2, paste it at frame 90. So we now have the effect. So at frame 1 again, let's do it for the last one. You can even duplicate this and make it smaller and have as many as you want. You can make it 7 different layers if you want. So for the last one, let's add a Y location keyframe. Then over here, we'll bring it out and let's take it further. Add single keyframe and do the same thing over here. You remember? Paste this on frame 60. Copy these, paste on frame 90. Good. So let's see how that all looks. Yeah, it looks like it's breathing, like it's bopping. Cool. So finally, let's add noise to it to have that vibration effect. So make sure your keyframe is selected, go to modifier. If you can see this, hit N, then add modifier, noise, change the strength to 2. 2, yeah. So you see it's giving the speaker vibration effect. You can mess with this, you can make it like 1.2 to make it vibrate slowly. You can make it 5 to make it literally insane. So I found 2 to be a sweet spot for me. So let's do the same thing here. Add modifier, noise, strength 2, and the same thing for the big guy. Click on the keyframe, add modifier, noise, strength set to 2. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, nice. This was a very very simple effect. It just came to my mind randomly. So yeah, now that we have this, I think the best way to copy this animation is to let's just delete this and replace it with these guys. Yeah. So Shift D, X, make sure you line it up properly. Yeah. Now let's copy this guy too. Do we have it all? No. Yeah. And then Shift D, Z, and copy it down. Make sure you have it lined up properly. Good. Now make sure you have subdivision surface modifier on these guys before you render, so it doesn't look all low poly like this. I'm not doing it right now, but if you go to add modifier, generate subsurface, you would have a smooth looking stuff, not this jaggedy stuff. So yeah, we don't need that right now till when we want to render. So let's see how this looks. Yeah, this is nice. My only problem with this is they are moving at the same rate. I don't like that. So let's select, let's leave this one as this and select this 3, A to select all, then move it like to the right a bit. Then do the same thing here, select this 3, select all, move it to the right a bit. And this, do the same thing here, select this 3. This last one is always tricky. What the? Okay. Select all and move it to the right. Doesn't even need to go far, I can just put it in between the other two so that they don't just move at the same rate. So let's see how that looks. Yeah, you see that now? Exactly, now it looks more dynamic and natural. Cool. So like I did in the video, you could just multiply this, copy this entire thing, Shift D, Z, put it on top of itself. That's if you want to do that. I could have just used one big speaker. I don't know why I did. I did 8. I think this would have even been better. Yeah. Now another thing you could do, which is what I did to make it look even more dynamic, make sure you have just these things selected, and now hit R, Y 180 to rotate it 180 degrees so it flips the direction and it looks even more dynamic. Look, it looks quite random. Yeah, so nothing looks like it's organized, and now when you have even more, it's going to look very, very random and weird. So yeah, that's basically the effect. And then I lined it up with music, so it made it bang even more. So yeah, you could try this out if you want. Put a huge speaker on your street or something. You should have access to this file if you're a member of my VFX Mastery course, which is launching in August 15. I'm going to go over the basics of Blender up until the real core skills, things I don't talk about in the tutorial, like rendering, compositing, all of that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one. The link to the course will be in the description if that is something you're interested in. There's an early bird offer going on right now and it's super discounted. So yeah, if it's something you're interested in, you can get it. I'll see you in the next tutorial.